Coming, just 1 second, guys. Walking out onto the porch. Hey guys, sorry that I was a couple minutes late or whatever. Well, technically, if you want to be technical, I pushed the live back 10 minutes, then I pushed it back another 5, and then I think another 5 or something like that, and then was like, what, 5 minutes late on top of that. So I apologize. That's my bad. Oh, I got a burp and it hurts. Ow. Hi, Izzy Girl 361. How are you? Good afternoon, my dear. Hey, Chris A. How are you? I'm feeling a lot better, actually. A lot better. I mean, I'm not like nowhere near fully recovered, but yeah, getting there. It'll be a few months. So thanks. I am just a little bit, but hey, I'll take it. A little bit's better than not at all. Hey, Tam Robs. How are you? Thanks for coming. How about right off the bat, you just get, yeah, there you go. How is that? How about you just shut the fuck up? I don't know who that person is, but I have a feeling like I suspect that it's someone. I mean, I can't be for sure, but that person has been all over my channel, and like they'll say something stupid or rude or shitty and disrespectful or accusatory or, you know, just blatant lies, and then will like at the bottom of their comment put a whole bunch of like the cigarette emojis and say smoke another one or some shit like that. Bunch of bogus ass person. Oh, that's good to hear, my dear. Oh my goodness, great. As soon as I come out here and the sun wants to beat right down on me. Sorry that it's so loud, you guys. I live right next to a factory, so yeah. Hold on 1 sec, guys. I gotta go in the house and grab my pop. 1 sec. Yeah, they are, most definitely. Oh well. Okay, so like if I come over here, because I walked away from the porch and over to like this little, it's like a little, what do you call it? Like a tent type thing with a roof or whatever. I don't know what it's called. But anyways, it's got like my outside table underneath of it, and I came to sit over here instead so that I'm like at least a little bit out of the sun. Can you guys still hear me okay? Like, is my connection still good or whatever, or do I need to move back over to the porch? Can you guys put a 1 in chats and let me know if you can still hear me okay? And a 2 if not. A 1 if okay, and a 2 if like I'm buffering or the screen's freezing or I'm cutting in and out. Please and thanks. Haters are working overtime. Yep. Oh well. Screw them. Hi, Nikki. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Sounds great. Okay, cool. because I definitely do not want to go back and sit over in that sun again. Fuck all that. It is way too freaking hot. How is everybody doing? I haven't been on in quite a bit. And by the way, I just want to say thank you to everybody for all the prayers and stuff while I was in the hospital. That meant a lot. I was gonna stream while I was in there, but I was like, nah, because my luck, you know what I mean? Like somebody comes on here and starts something and gets my, you know, my blood pressure going, or, you know, just starts up more pain for me, basically. Because like the harder I would try to breathe, or the deeper of a breath I would take, the more pain I would feel. So even just talking hurt. Still does, but hold on. But not as bad. You do you, and let them be miserable. Yep, exactly. They're pathetic. Screw them. Oh shit. That's what was on my foot. A frickin' roly-poly-oly. I need to clip my damn toenails, you guys. Like, my toenails are longer than shit. But I've got, like, I get it from my pawpaw. Like, toenails and fingernails, it is not supposed to fucking hurt to clip them, right? Well, it does for mine. Like, it physically hurts to clip my nails because they're so thick. So right now, they're, like, long. Like, hi, Delaney. Thanks for coming. I'm glad you're back home. Feeling better. Thanks. Me too. Yep. I woke up Wednesday morning and around like seven something in the morning with the most intense, excruciating pain that I have ever felt in my whole entire fucking life. Like, there's never been a pain that could ever top that pain. And I couldn't understand what was going on. It hurt to breathe, it hurt to cry, it hurt to talk. And it was just all like in the upper right side of my body. So like my right shoulder, my upper right shoulder, as well as my upper right side of my chest, and like under where my right tit is, and like also in the upper right side of my back. You guys know like that area of your back where like if you go to stretch your arms out and put your arms like bent, but you know, forced more backwards than forwards, and there's that certain bone in the top area of your each side of your back that pokes out, that I call it like a bird wing bone. It looks like a bird wing. Well, that is like the area of my back that it was like super duper painful. It was so intense. I tried getting in the tub and like couldn't do that. Sat there, just cried. It hurt so bad it wouldn't go away. Tried everything. Yeah, I couldn't move my arm. I couldn't lift it. It was just pain that was intense and would not go away. And I tried trooping it out, and eventually Tyler took and called my grandma on Skype, but she didn't answer. And then hours later, I just got to where I couldn't take it anymore, and I broke down. And we were messaging on each other back and forth on Messenger. She's like, "You doing okay today?" And I'm like, "I'm not. Yeah, I'm okay, but actually, no, I'm not okay. Something's wrong, and I don't know what's wrong." And yeah, Delaney, I had a few many heart attacks, back-to-back heart attacks, and a pulmonary embolism in my right lung. Yep. So Hi, perpetual platypussy. Thanks. Um, Hope you're doing well. So yeah, anyway, it was around like, I don't know what time, but my grandma had messaged back and she's like, I'm coming to get you right now and I'm taking you to the hospital. And I'm like, no. And I told her over and over, no, don't come and get me. No, don't come and get me. Like, I'm just going to try to bear the pain. You know what I mean? Hopefully it'll just go away. And I knew that I was in deep shit and that I needed to go to the hospital, but I didn't want her driving, you know, because she lives like 45 minutes away from me. So that's a 45-minute drive here and a 45-minute drive back for her. And she can't see all that great. And I don't want her driving in the dark. And I knew she would have to if she took me to the hospital. And plus, I knew if I went to the hospital, like, no doubt, whatever, I didn't know what was happening to me. I just knew that it was something serious and something that I've never felt before in my whole life, and that I would more than likely be admitted, and I didn't want to be admitted. And I know this sounds stupid. Most people, when they're having a heart attack, they, and a pulmonary embolism, of any, like, they tend to usually go to the hospital. My dumb ass did not go to the hospital until my grandma showed up here around 6 something at night and said, "Get your fucking shoes on now, we're going." And I'm just crying and like holding the right side of my chest and arm, and I'm like, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry." And I'm like, "Ow, ow, ow, I can't talk to you. I can't talk to you. It hurts." And she's like, "Well, then shut the fuck up. Don't talk." And, we go to get in the car, and then like she's going to try and help get me out of the car and walk me into the hospital. And it's like every few steps that I would take to get towards that emergency room, I had to keep stopping and just crying and telling her, "Please, please, no, wait, stop." Because, like I said, it was hard to take even the smallest hint of a breath. And crying only made it worse, but it hurt so bad that I couldn't not cry. So yeah, talking, crying, breathing, moving, anything that I did, it just made it so intense. And then, like, my grandma doesn't cry. My grandma, I've only seen my grandma cry like a handful of times in my life. She does not cry unless if it is something very, very serious. And so as we're walking through the doors or whatever, you could just hear her. Like, I wasn't looking at her, of course, because I couldn't focus on anything but the pain, but I heard her. She's like, "Somebody please, please, please help her, help her." And, she was like, you could just hear her breaking down in her voice. And I'm like, oh. So yeah, they ended up, at first the hospital was like really rude to me, um, back there in the downstairs ER room where, once I finally got back there. And then um, uh, after they had realized what was going on, then, they started treating me better and stuff, and got me up to a different room, and then ended up switching me to a more better room. So altogether I had 3 rooms, and I was there for like a few days. I was there from 6 something, maybe closer towards 7 p.m. Wednesday, and then um, come late Friday night around like 9 or 10 o'clock is when I got to go home. Oh shit, whoops. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Your symptoms sounded like something along those lines. Continued healing. Yeah, thanks. I don't know. It just like, and I don't even know like what caused it. Like, they can't tell me what caused it. It just came on out of nowhere. But they said like a lot of times, when you get a blood clot, in your upper body like that, near or in your heart or near or around your lungs, whatever, that 9 times out of 10, it's because it traveled from somewhere else. And, with me having all these problems with swelling constantly and hives and like just all that shit, I figured maybe, it came from my legs and moved on up. But they checked my legs and there were no blood clots in my legs. And they said that normally, once a blood clot has traveled from somewhere to somewhere else, you won't find it in the spot that it came from, but they still checked anyways. Yeah, that's what everybody keeps saying. I never in my life even knew what I know what a heart attack is. And I've been told how it feels, but it's like nothing like they say. I mean, maybe for some people it is, but for me it wasn't. For me it was like the worst fucking pain in the world. The heart attack was. But that's the heart attack coupled with the pulmonary embolism in my right lung. So, but yeah, that's what a lot of people keep saying. They keep saying that, that I'm like extremely lucky that most people don't survive that. And what gets me is my dumbass, as soon as it came on at Wednesday morning around 7 something in the morning when I woke up, and it just hit me like that, hit me like a hurricane out of fucking nowhere, is when I should have took my ass to the hospital, because they said that all them hours that I sat here and just tried to be a trooper, that each second, minute, hour that went by, my lungs and my heart were being more and more and more damaged. And it's irreparable or irreversible, however you say that fucking word, damaged. So, the cardiac specialist and the blood doctor, I don't know what you would call that, the blood doctors. But anyways, the different specialists, different doctors came in, and had told me that I now have, because of me putting it off so long and waiting so long to go to the hospital, that I now have the heart and the lungs of a 70-plus-year-old woman. So for the next 3 months of my life, I have to be on blood thinners twice a day, every single day, up until it's one a day. But yeah, along with other medications and heart and lung therapy and going to see this specialist and this doctor and getting this test and that and just all kinds of shit, man. Sorry that I'm just rambling. I'm just trying to hurry up and get through this because it's hot. Hi, Lycan. How are you? I hope you're doing good. Yeah, she most definitely did. My grandma is my ride or die. That's my A1 since day one. She is my best friend in the whole wide world. Hell, my only real life friend, and I'm cool with that. But they said that if my grandma had not have showed up at my house and rushed my ass into the hospital when she did, that I would have for sure died that night. Like, I would have for sure, within 3 to 5 hours tops, had died Wednesday night. And so, and I remember she kept saying that, she kept messaging to me that, and she's like, no, I'm coming. And I'm like, no, I don't, we'll go in the morning, grandma. She's like, Amanda, I just have like this really, really bad feeling, call it whatever you want, call it like a mother's intuition, but I think you're dying right now. I really do. And I'm taking you, whether you like it or not. She's like, I'm on my way, get ready, click. So yeah, I'm doing a little bit better. Thanks, Linda. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, no, they said that if I ever have it again, like if I ever go to have a heart attack again or a pulmonary embolism in either lung again, that my chances of making it the second time around, regardless if somebody throws me in their car as soon as I feel it coming on and races 100 miles an hour to get me to the hospital, right? Or an ambulance or just anything. They said my second time around that my chances are very, very much more slim, if that makes sense. Because, like I said, I allowed way too much damage to be done to my heart and lungs by waiting so long, and so I regret that. The only thing that sucks about blood thinners, guys, and this is just me being honest, and anybody can fucking say what they want about me, I don't care. I can't drink for the next 3 freaking months. And everybody knows me. I like to have me a drinky poo or two or a few, once or twice a week, depending on my fucking week. And I can't do that now because everybody keeps telling me that if you drink while you're on blood thinners, like it'll kill you, that you can die from it. And I don't know if that's true or if they're just trying to scare me. So if anybody else knows that, please let me know if I'm allowed to have a drink or not. Because everybody says, yeah, if you drink while you're on blood thinners, you'll die. So there's that. And I also have to quit smoking because if I continue smoking for the next few years, I won't live long enough to see my kids get married and have grandbabies for me and all that. So yes, Amanda, it could have been a complete fluke and never happen again. Did they give you blood thinners? Yeah, they gave me blood thinners. Blood thinners. It's called Eliquis, but is the blood thinner's name, but it's not Eliquis. It's like the generic of the Eliquis. It says Eliquis on it, but then it has a name next to it in parentheses that starts with an A, and I think it's like Afixaban. It's hold on. Apixaban, I think is how it's spelled. I could be mistaken, so don't quote me on that, but yep, a little bit better. I'm a lot less sore now. I can actually move my right arm like up and down. I can actually, and I know that probably don't seem like a lot to most, but to me, it's a tremendous difference compared to what I was days ago. I can actually move my motherfucking arm and it doesn't hurt. I mean, it's sore, but it's not like fucking tremendous pain. Yeah. I don't even know how many heart attacks I had. That's what's so crazy. I know that for sure, sitting at home all them hours, that I had to have had one heart attack, maybe who knows, multiple. And then when I got to the hospital, uh, I could have, had one while, during waiting and like all that. But we know for sure that that next morning, after spending my first night in the hospital, I woke up in the morning, everything was fine. And then, like, within a few short hours, all of a sudden, that fucking extreme pain that I had felt when I woke up the morning before coming to the hospital, it was back. It was back, but it was back like times 10. So I got hit with that shit again. So that's when they're like, yeah, you're having a heart attack. You're having a mini heart attack right now. And I'm like, mini, my ass, this shit, it's hurting even worse. What do you mean, mini? So they hurried up. They came in. They shot some shit into my IVs. And sorry, there's a semi going by, guys. Yeah, I had to like 2 to 3 IVs in my left arm at all freaking times. And then literally every couple of hours they would come in and draw a whole cup, like take a measuring glass and look at how much that is of a cup, what a cup is, and that's how much blood they had to take from me every couple of hours, was 6 cups of blood. 6 fucking cups of blood. They were coming in with 15 to 25 blood tubes each time. And then it got down to like, 10, and then it got down to 5, before me leaving and stuff. Hi, Sean's Princess. Thanks. And yeah, a little bit. Yeah, my grandma is the bee's fucking knees, man. For real. My grandma is the strongest, most beautiful person that I've ever known. This is true. Someone was definitely watching over you. Just do it for 3. Hold on. Fuck. Shit. I gotta quit trying to talk so fucking fast. I'm gonna fuck myself up. This is true. Someone was definitely watching over you. Just do it for 3 months, otherwise your blood gets too thin. Yes, it can be lethal, and no, you must not. Damn, really? So they are telling the truth. Okay. I figured, but hi, Stacy C. Thanks for coming. How are you? Yeah. Sucks though. Because like I have debilitating obsessive compulsive disorder, like with a fucking whole list long, eons list long of other shit. But anyways, and with that, with the OCD, it's like I have to do everything in like, for instance, say if I was to eat steak tonight, and I like, it's something that like my brain just picks up on, and like my brain like makes me think that I have to have that every night, or do the same thing in the same order or sequence all the time. And so that became a habit. and of having to, you know, have a drink once or twice each week, sometimes 3 times. But like I said, just depending on my week. And so I am breaking myself from that completely. As soon as I got home, uh, Friday night, I had Tyler hide any and all forms of liquor, alcohol, whatever you want to call it, that was in the house. I would have had him pour it out and throw it away, but fuck that. I paid money for that shit, and I will give it to my grandma or my grandpa or, you know, one of my siblings or just anybody for that matter before I throw all that shit away. So, yeah. Yep. Most definitely. I am beyond blessed, that's for sure. Yeah, that's what they said. I have the heart and lungs of a 70-plus-year-old woman at the age of 29. And it's my own fault because the more that I kept waiting and putting it off, the more damage that was being had and done. I had a blood clot in my leg and it was big. It was oblonged on the move. Was it painful though? Did it hurt? Like, was it excruciating? Good. You also have to watch what you eat. Yeah, I know. They had a damn, like, nutritionist or whatever the fuck you call them kinds of people come in and, like, go down a whole list of with me of what I'm allowed to have, what I'm not allowed to have, basically on a cardiac diet and a this and that. Oh my goodness. I don't even know. But you know what? People need to, like, a lot of people don't get it. When you're poor, and you eat whatever the fuck you can get, you know, whatever it is that you can afford. It sucks and it's shitty because in this world, in this day and age, like they make it to where people eat shitty and unhealthy because look at the price of fresh fruits and vegetables. I mean, it's crazy, insane expensive. No, actually. Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad that it didn't hurt me, dear. Exactly. Yep. I've got a lot of guardian angels. A lot of bomb ass, badass ancestors. My guides got my back. Oh, so yeah. Well, and I did hear that while I was dying and whatnot, fighting for my fucking life and shit, that um I couldn't, you know, be prayed for by these certain people or, you know, even just anything. But oh, that is a big ass dragonfly. But you know what? It's always good luck to see a dragonfly. And that one is super pretty. It's like got blue and white wings. I think it's like one of the biggest ones I've ever seen. Oh, it's getting next to me. But anyways, I thought that it was bullshit that while I'm in the hospital and fighting for my life, I made the, what is it called? I wasn't just a freaking a nominee. I was a winner or some, I don't fucking know what you call it. Anyways, I was on CJ's stupid little list thing or Granny's watchings or maybe it was both their thing. I don't know whose idea or who's has the ownership of the whole fucking Krama Awards. That's what it was called, the Krama Awards. But I got named and grouped with and as uh the biggest flip flopper or the best flip flopper or something like that. So to those of you that were a part of that and in the makings and the announcings of that, um, that's kind of bullshit, you know. Just saying. Not that like I should be off limits or anything, you know, but I think that like if somebody is like deadly ill or in the hospital or if they have like if they just had a death in the family, or just anything that is serious, anything that is like super super fucking serious. I think that they should be, you know, um how do I say it, let up on a bit, and then once, just give it a few days at least, fuck, and then go back to like, dogging them or including them in fucking Cromwell awards. But that's just my 2 cents on that. That's all. I don't know. I myself have, you know, for people that have trashed me, dogged me, treated me like shit, lied about me, spread rumors, harassed me, made my life a living fucking hell. Just people that I just don't like or agree with, or that are on opposite sides of the tracks. There's plenty of times where I've, gone and prayed for them or their family, just, whatever the case may be, whatever they're going through or someone close to them is going through, offer prayers. And it was just kind of shitty to see that the amount of people that did for me, like when it's everybody else, it's, oh no, like breaking news, so and so, and I didn't even get a fucking mention, of support whatsoever. There could be a few that maybe did say something like, "Oh, prayers for Amanda," on a stream, and maybe they're just streams that I haven't seen, but I don't know. Do you have to go in daily to have your no? No, because I don't even know what that is. INR. What's INR? I don't know what that is. Nope. I go tomorrow morning. I gotta be there at 10:50 a.m. to my family doctor's office. And then oh yeah, they said at the hospital that, because I had told them how, I was gonna be having a GI surgery soon, where they were gonna put a GI specialist gonna put a scope down me, to see what's going on, like with my stomach and all that. And they said that I most definitely cannot have that surgery or procedure or whatever the fuck that is called done until after the 3 months of blood thinning and heart and lung therapy shit or whatever. So I have to wait 3 months to now get that done and taken care of before I can even get answers regarding that. It tells you how thick or thin your blood is. Yeah, no. I know they kept drawing my blood, a lot of my blood, constantly. Every couple of hours they'd be in there doing that while I was in the hospital and right before I left the hospital. But as for being out of the hospital, no. They just gave me something called Eliquis, a blood thinning medication, but it's not that. It's not the name brand Eliquis. It's the generic. It's called Afixaban or something. Apixaban. So yeah, and I gotta take that twice a day for the first. I don't even remember how long. I'll have to look at my paper. However many days or weeks, and then after that, it goes to just taking one a day of that for 3 whole months, and then in 3 weeks, I go back to the hospital to because they like there's a whole nother department or office attached to the hospital, and that's where I go back to see that blood specialist, or however you say it, at. So because they also did testings, same as like the family doctor didn't do testings yet, or did do testings and then maybe just I haven't gotten the results back from her. I don't know, but they said the same thing she did, that they think it's lupus. But the heart and the blood doctor at the hospital, or specialist, I keep saying doctor, were both saying in agreement that they were telling me that there's 2 different kinds of lupus. There's the actual lupus disease, which in itself is very, it is severe. But there's one other form of lupus which is way more severe and life-threatening, and that is the one in which it causes you to frequently have and get blood clots throughout different areas of your body. So there's a regular lupus, and then a lupus that comes along with blood clots or something like that. And they believe that I have one of the two. Like, they're like almost certain, but again, they can't tell me that I have it until they have it, the results right in front of them saying that I have it. But in their professional opinion, they believe that I do have one of the two. And so I'm just hoping that if I do have it, and which I believe that I have it also, I'm hoping, which is an autoimmune disease, by the way, I'm hoping that it's the less serious one, the one without the blood clots. But then again, I don't know, and I won't know for another 3 weeks until I go back in there. About 3 times a week he needs blood work. I don't know, maybe that's something that once I see my family doctor tomorrow that I have to start doing once I see her. I don't know. As of right now, though, no, I haven't had to do that. I'm here, just behind as usual. I'm glad you're doing okay. Thanks, babes. It's good to see you, and I hope you're feeling and doing better. I want to say get well soon, Amanda. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the prayers. I really do. Delaney at the beginning for me was daily. While you are on a blood thinner, I need frequent INR. Please check with your attending physician or even your family doctor. Please call someone. Yeah, I go and see my family doctor tomorrow morning, so I will definitely bring that up. And every other day. Then once they had it regulated 3 times a week. Yeah, I don't know. I just know that they sent me home with Tylenol 500 milligram and the Eliquis slash Apixo or Fixaban, however you say that, which is the blood thinners, and some kind of blue pill for my stomach, which is just something that I think got refilled because I've already had that one before through the family doctor, and it's like 4 times a day as needed for my stomach. I don't know if it's for stomach pain or just like to help with my stomach issues. I don't know, but I just know it's for the fucking stomach. Anyways, and then the other one was a bedtime medicine, like a sleeping medicine to take once each night before bed. But I took 2. Yeah, and then there's other medicines, but I can't remember them all. Stacy, was that while you were in the hospital? I know some patients go some every day, some scattered. For me, it was while I was in the hospital. The whole drawing of blood stuff, I haven't had it since I've been out of the hospital. No, I was never admitted. I had to go daily for them 2 weeks. I was getting and giving myself shots in the belly. Yeah, no, see, that's probably why then, is because you weren't like admitted, as to where for me, I was admitted and I was on an IV being pumped liquid blood thinning medication called heparin. I think I'm saying it right. It's either heparin or heparin. Heparin or heparin. I can't say it right, but it's one of those. It's called heparin or heparin, and they had me on that the whole time I was in there up until the moment when I got to go home and they pulled that shit out of my arm. So yeah, I was on the liquid IV form of blood thinning medication the whole time I was in the hospital, and then leaving the hospital, I was given pill form of blood thinners. Make sure you take it easy and rest. Most definitely. Been trying to thin blood. Yeah, that's what I hear a lot of people have said that they were on, is that right there, that one, but I haven't had that one. Heparin are the shots in the belly. Oh, I didn't get any shots in my belly. They had it in like a little baggie, hooked up, sitting up on my wheel pushy thingy, and going and flowing straight into one of the mini IVs that were on my left arm. So yeah, I don't know. This is maybe just different for, each person. So yeah. just wanted to catch up with you guys and tell you guys about that. And also that, oh yeah, I apologize and I'm sorry, by the way, because I know that I am a huge procrastinator and I delay and put off shit all the time and always say I'm going to do a stream and then don't do a stream when I say I'm going to do a stream or start it. And so I did that yet again to you guys. I promised 2 days ago that I was going to do a free, quick mini reading for just one person, whomever it is that is chosen, and I didn't end up doing that night or the next night or last night. So hopefully I can do that tonight, and it's going to be broken down into 2 streams. Oh, thanks, baby. Hi, Marie. How are you? But yeah, so it's going to be broken down into 2 streams. So if you are someone that would be interested in getting a free reading done from me, then make sure you go to my community tab and here on my channel, and I made like 4, 5, 6 different posts about it. Just make sure that you comment on one of those. Sorry that there's neighbors next door and they're mowing and weed eating or not, whatever the fuck they're doing over there, being loud and talking and shit. But yeah, if you're somebody that wants to be in the draw for that, just make sure that you can comment here in the live and say you want it, but I won't remember or whatever. Just so make sure you go and comment under one of the posts that I made on my community tabs saying that, hey, yeah, I want it, and that way I can put, or if there's somebody that you want to like nominate to have it, or that you think needs it or wants it, let me know their name and comment their name, and I will add them to the list. What I was going to do was I was just going to pick someone, like whomever it is that I felt, not just whomever it is that I wanted to pick, nothing like that, but whomever it is that I felt like the most drawn to, like going through, writing down all the names on a piece of paper in a list, and then going down the line of them, and whichever one that spirit drew me to the most was the one that the name I was gonna pick of who won for me to do it for. But I thought and figured, I don't want to do that, because I think, say if it's one of my mods, or if it's somebody that, I've done them for before or something, or I don't want anybody to get upset and be like, oh, it's only because she's cool with so and so and that's why she picked him or her, or because she doesn't like me as much, or like, I just don't want anybody to get offended or upset or feel left out if they aren't the one person that gets picked and chosen. So I figured the best way to do that is to do 2 different streams. The first stream, sorry, somebody's going back again. Bye again, not back again. I'm so out of it. There's so much going around me, it's hard to focus and concentrate. But yeah, it's going to be 2 back-to-back streams. The first one is going to be me taking, prior to starting it, I'm going to take a piece of paper and just cut it into a whole bunch of different little square pieces, like little tabs. And I'm going to write each person's screen alt name down separately and individually on each piece, and then I'm going to fold them all in half, one by one, and then one by one also put them all into, I was going to say a hat, but I don't even think I have a fucking hat. So, they say draw the hat. Probably going to put them in like a big old cup, or you know what, I got that big ass huge pickle jar in there, like them really like huge pickle jars in there. But there's still, I think, one pickle left in it, pickle juice. So I'll just give the pickle to Mason today and dump the juice out, and I'll clean that jar, and then I will put all the names into that. And I'm going to be live streaming whilst pulling and grabbing from it. That way nobody can have any, sort of feelings or anything about who I pick, because it'll be at random. I think that is the best way to go about it. And then after I pull one of the tabs out from the jar, bucket, whatever, and read it aloud and announce and reveal who the winner is, I'm going to end that stream and then immediately start the next stream to start doing the reading for that person. And then, so this wasn't like the plan or anything, but during my time of like sitting there fucking around on these community posts I was making, with this bright idea of mine of doing this free reading for somebody, because I just figure like you guys always give to me, and I kind of want to, this is like my way of giving back. I want to start doing this once or twice a week if I can, just randomly giving whomever a reading, because I know like there's a lot of you who have either never had a reading, who would like to, have the experience of getting one done by me. And then there's also, some of you out there who just can't afford it. And I know what that's like to not be able to afford something and really, really want it. And so that's why I am doing this. So yeah. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so this wasn't part of the plan, but I had figured that, I can't remember what day I started all doing all this shit. It wasn't yesterday, but the day before, I think. It was either, anyways, I think it was like 2 fucking days ago. Anyways, so whoever it is that donated to me 2 days ago, the day in which I had this bright idea and made all those posts, telling everybody, drop your name if you want to be, put in the lineup or whatever of, put in the draws, however you say it, whatever, and decided that whomever it is that donated to me on that exact day, that I was going to also give quick, short mini reads to. And so that was 3 to 4 people. The reason why I say 3 to 4 is because I know the other 3 will definitely accept and want quick reads, but I don't know if the 4th person does. And so one of them was Irene. The other one was, who was the other one? Justin Lee Reacts. I am now officially a mod over on his channel. I think I'm his first and only mod, actually. So that's pretty cool. And so he donated me, I think Irene donated me like, what, $25 or something like that. It was either 10 or 25. And then Justin Lee Reacts donated me $5. And so both of them are for sure going to get mini reads. And then I can't remember who the other person was that I know that I'm going to for sure read for. Oh, I feel so bad that I can't remember. But anyways, the 4th person that I'm not sure if they want the reading or not. And so, sis, if you watch this and you want it, let me know. But that is, I'm not going to say what her name is. I'm just going to say her YouTube name. That's P.S. I Adore You. P.S. I Adore You. She donated me, 25 the one day, and then I think either 25 again the next day or 50. Oh no, 50. 25 one day, and then like a day or 2 later, 50. So she's, if she wants one, I'll definitely give her one. Like I said, I can't remember who the other person was out of the 4 people total. So yeah. By the way, anybody else who goes to donate, please don't think that or expect me to like give you a free read or whatever. Like I said, that was just spur of the moment, just for those that day. Because if I was to do it for everybody, like, I would never ever get through. And then, yeah, once I'm done with the winners reading, because they'll go up first, and then once I'm done with the other 3 to 4 people that I said I would do quick reads for, if I'm still, like, depending on how long I've been on and how long I have been streaming and the circumstances of who and what's all happening, if all goes good, then I will continue to do more readings other than just the 4 or 5 total altogether, and will read for whomever. But just know that if I do choose to do that, that donations take priority first, you know, like, meaning whomever pays comes first. We have an 18-year-old girl that was walking from her work to home on a busy highway. They found a body they think is her. If it's her, we now have a killer running around. Oh no. That is awful. Well, my thoughts and prayers go out to whomever that girl's family is, and may she be at peace, and whomever hurt her or did whatever to her, if anybody did anything to her, I hope that they are found and justice gets served. Regardless whether they find that person or not, that person's gonna have karma for the rest of their fucking lives. I'm doing good. How are you? How have you been? Finally caught up. That's a good idea. Yep. Yep. I never can, like, keep up with what I say. Like, I'll say, hey, I'm gonna stream right now and do this or something. Here in a minute, I'm gonna get on and do it. And then fucking a whole month later, here I am and finally do it. But so yeah, anyways, hopefully tonight I get on and I do that. But it honestly is something that I would like to start doing once to twice a week, at least once a week. If not, because you guys know I rarely come on here, at least once every other week. Like, I want to make it my goal to do that so that I can give back to you guys, you know? And also try to be consistent with your eating habits. Don't eat different things, like try new foods or things like that. Okay, thanks, Lonnie. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks, my dear. And by the way, you know what? Yeah, I think Hippie Sissy is the only person that made a video about me being in the hospital or whatever. I do. I think she's the only one who did. And if I'm wrong and if I'm mistaken, then I apologize. But I didn't see anywhere else where anybody had made a video about me, you know, asking for prayers and support and stuff. And I'm not trying to do the, oh, you know, boohoo, this person got this and I didn't. It's not like that. It's just, it's the facts of the matter. It's how I feel. It's my feelings, and I'm entitled to how I feel and what I think, you know. And I just think that the favoritism of, you know, certain people and, you know, the certain following that they have against what others do or don't have plays a big role a lot of times. And not only that, but a whole bunch of other shit goes into it, but I'm not going to get into it. I just want to say thank you, Hippie Sissy, for doing that, because I really do. I think, like, you're the only channel that did. Like I said, there could have been a stream somewhere of any other creator that's on here that could have, you know, asked, you know, announced that I was in the hospital and that I had almost died, and asked, you know, for support and prayers for me. And maybe I just haven't seen it. Maybe they did, but I haven't seen or heard it anywhere. And so I think that's kind of bullshit. Where, you know, where you go to your notifications. I don't know if everybody has this subscribers wise, but I know creators do, or maybe once you hit a certain amount as a creator, you get this. But it'll say like all notifications, and then next to all it'll say mentions. And when you click mentions, that means like your name has been tagged somewhere. It doesn't Mentions doesn't do it for when somebody just like says your name during a stream, or even writes your name in a title without putting the at thingy and tagging you or whatever. It only does it, I think, if I'm not mistaken, when your name is tagged, because that's the only time it alerts me, is when my name is tagged somewhere. And so yeah, all I seen in my mentions, the last thing it shows in my mentions is when Pastor Mill did that shitty ass video where he put horns on me and shit. I'm doing good. How are you, Kenneth? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Well, I gotta run. Hope you're okay. You're in my thoughts and prayers. Thank you, honey. And I hope that you have a blessed rest of your day or night, whichever the case. This happened in my great granddaughter's teenagers area. Oh my goodness. Yeah, definitely. Like, everybody needs to watch out for their kids and their grandkids and shit, you know. Everybody always, you know, in my family tells me that I'm too overprotective and too overbearing, in which I am. I am, like, completely. I don't like my kids going places where I'm not there, even if, you know, their dad's there. Like, a lot of times, like, I still get iffy and don't want them going. It's just because I endured a lot of shit in my life. A lot of abuse and trauma and torture, and I know how evil and ugly this world can be. And so yeah, I am most definitely overprotective and overbearing, and I'm sure, you know, I hold my kids back from a lot of things. But at the same time, it's to protect them. And I'm straight up and real with my kids. Like, I let them know about the world. Um Most parents are more um conservative when it comes to that, and hush hush, and don't really regulate or, you know, form those types of talks with their kids until they think that they're age appropriate enough. No, not me. Since they've been able to walk and talk, I let them know about the world, and kidnappers, and you know, perverts, molesters, just any and everything bad in the world. Like, my kids know what a no touch is, what a no spot is, what a that they know that. And I don't play that shit where it's, oh, you know, hey, we're about to leave, kids, go hug uncle or aunt or so and so. No, I don't play that shit. um I used to when they were little, and then, like, I realized, I'm like, nah, like, no, we're not going to do that. And so for years, I don't tell my kids to go hug anybody before we leave or kiss anybody on the cheek. Nope. It's all right, guys, see you later. Because if they're not comfortable with that, then I'm not, you know, that's just something most of us grow up being told to do, you know, when we're all like leaving places. It's, oh, wait, go give so and so a hug. I try to, like, let my kids know to be comfortable all the time. Like, if you are ever uncomfortable in any situation around any person, no matter what the case or whomever the case, you let me know. The sky's really pretty today, guys. It's hot as shit, but I need to find a freaking weed eater also, by the way. My yard doesn't even have grass anymore. It is like, it looked like little mini baby trees all around this bitch. That dragonfly just flew past my head again. I don't know if you guys know that, but it really is. It is always a good sign when you see a dragonfly. Just like the same as with, you know, crows and shit like that. A lot of people see that as a bad sign automatically is bad, and it can be, but there are also good meanings and interpretations, meanings and reasonings to seeing such and so. There's good and bad when it comes to anything and every fucking one, put it that way. Yeah, I figured I'd come show my support for you. Oh, I appreciate that. I really, really do. That means a lot. You can put more than just eyes. You can say, hey, what up? Or hey, fuck off. Or you're welcome to comment here. You're more than welcome to be here. Long as you're respectful, that's all I ask. Anybody's welcome as long as they're respectful. My kid's grandfather, their dad's dad, was convicted of SA of 5 of his grandkids. My kids were spared as I wouldn't let them be in his presence without me being present. Can't ever be too. Exactly. Yes. Exactly. And that's how the fuck I feel. Because you could know, you could like think that you know somebody inside and out. It could be one of your closest friends or family members, all right? And you think to yourself, they would never do that. Never ever do that. And it's honestly, it is statistics and you know, polls and even like science for that matter all go to show and prove, there's been many studies done that, you know, over 75% of, you know, people, not just children, um, just anybody, and but mostly children, mainly children, but it could be anybody, a child, an adult, a male, a female, whatever, are, it usually happens from somebody that is close to them or close to the family, whether it be a close family member or friend or acquaintance or coworker, or that's usually who and where it comes from. Maybe Gerald can come weed eat since you sent us money. Stinky-tude? Oh, yeah, I know that that can't be Maddie and Gerald. There's no way that that's Maddie and Gerald. By the way, Maddie and Gerald, they have their own YouTube channel, and they kind of like just, you know, stream daily and nightly. Um, they are homeless and have uh, they just got a lot of struggles and stuff, is all. So I hope that they're doing good. But I know that that can't be them. That's got to be a troll that's seen me comment in their chats, and that's now coming over here. But yeah, we got a weed eater. I think grandma gave us the weed eater, and then, but it didn't have any of the like the wire in it. Like it had zero wire in it. So my uncle Henry and Aunt Teresa, they live a street over from me in my grandparents' old house, and they Uncle Henry has some wire for the weed eater that he gave to us, and Tyler put it on there and come out here and tried using it, but I guess it just kept snapping and breaking off into pieces in the yard and stuff. So I guess that was a no-go. Because a lawnmower, definitely, I don't think we could push a lawnmower through this. But yeah, need to do something eventually, because my luck, I'll have the damn zoning board out here or something. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, also, there was I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. I think it would have been yesterday actually. That I got the package from who, I can't remember who did it. I really can't. I can't remember who bought it. I'm sorry. It's not that I'm not intentionally like trying to forget. I just honestly cannot remember what the person's name was in the chats, but it was during one of Natasha's makeup selling streams, had gotten me this. I think that it's like I think it's eyeshadow, but I think it's like anyways, it looks like a damn fat ass eyeliner stick, or I mean like eyebrow stick, but I think, and I guess if I'm not mistaken, it's eyeshadow. It's an eyeshadow stick. That's what it's called, an eyeshadow stick. They have a serious problem with illicit substances and you send them money. That's none of your damn business. That's nobody's business. If I send somebody a few dollars here and there, I'm poor and broke as shit. So believe me when I say I ain't got money like that to be sending nobody no 20, 50 fucking dollars and shit. If I sent them something, it's $5, $10, and that's because I felt it in my heart to do that. That's nobody's business. And I don't give a fuck what they spend it on. They could spend it on their next fucking hit. That's on them. My conscience is clear and good because I know that I helped. And a lot of people can say, oh, that's all that's doing, you're enabling, or you just good, you just gave them their next hit to go and overdose. No, that's not on me, and don't put that on my fucking plate or my conscience, because I'm not the one choosing to go and purchase whatever it is in which they purchase with the money that I gave them. All I know is that they are in need. They are homeless, living outside in the damn streets and in the damn bando, and they have nothing. No food, no beverages, no sleeping wear, fucking clothes. Like, they have nothing. So if my little $5, $10 here and there helps in any way, to get them something to eat, something to drink, or yeah, even if they use it towards fucking drugs, then so be it. Thanks, hippie sissy. Yeah, but I know. I'm on my phone, and it's too loud in the house. So, yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
Jerry said yesterday that somebody was in the hospital.
Yeah, I just got out. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm doing better. I had a heart attack and a pulmonary embolism in my right lung, but yep. Yeah. I'll be going in here shortly. Sorry guys, that was the what I was going to say was the neighbors. I couldn't see who was over there. I thought it was like nobody lives next door. The property next door was my grandma Sally's. She's not really my grandma. She's and I never really grew up seeing her as my grandma, but she's always lived next door right there since the day I was born. I was born here in this house, and she's always lived next door to it in a trailer over there. And anyhow, she my dad's bio mom was a piece of shit and got rid of him when he was a baby or something. I don't know how old he was. And her mom, Sally's mom, took and was raising him. And I guess he's, the way he puts it, is the only person in his whole life who ever showed him love. And then when Sally's mom, which would have been my dad's, what he would have called his grandma, which wasn't really his grandma, just the person who took him in and raised him, passed away in a car accident. When she passed away in a car accident, then that's when Sally, the daughter, who is basically like my step grandparent, foster grandparent, I don't know what the hell I would call her, took my dad in and continued to raise him once she had passed. And he was never treated like an equal or like one of her other sons, So yeah. Anyhow, she passed away from the C word, and it's the property and the trailer's been empty over there. It's been ransacked. And so I figured maybe it was her ex-husband, because he's the one who owns it now. Her ex-husband and her niece, which is now his wife. So her ex-husband married her niece after after or before she passed. I don't know when they got married, but anyways, they own it now, and I thought that was them over there fucking cleaning it up, but it's not. It's somebody else, maybe family members of his or theirs that they hired that are over there weed eating and doing whatever the fuck. And she was walking from there over to the neighbor that's on my opposite side because they're on my left side, and then the neighbor she was just not walking to was on my right side to fill up I think like a jug of water. It looked like she was walking back with a jug of water and was saying, "Oh, is whomever all right? Heard somebody was, somebody was in the hospital." And I'm like, "Yep, that's me." So that's what that was all about, guys. Oh yeah, and then there was one of the I forget that troll's name. It was that one that came in here a while ago. Talking about that why do you got to announce and brag every single time that you get a Cash App donation, or brag and announce every single time that somebody purchases something off your Amazon wish list? First off, um, it is a little bit of bragging because I'm thankful for it, and I'm like, hey, like I'm the type of person like if somebody, for instance, goes and buys me a damn T-shirt, I'm gonna brag it up, or sends me a T-shirt, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, yo!" For instance, like one time, Hippie Sissy sent me um, a tie-dye T-shirt that she had handmade, and some other little odds and ends, and I was like, and I let everybody know, she got me this, woot woot. That's just something that I do. It's not only to thank the person, but it's also to um, make it known and aware that, for instance, hey, I just made $5, so I'll go to my community tab and I'll be like, thank you to whomever it is that just sent that $5 to my Cash App. Or if I get a notification that somebody got me something off of Amazon, I'll go directly to my fucking community post and I'll be like, hey, thank you to whomever it is that just got me that um, Amazon gift. And if I don't do it on my community tab, like if I don't announce it on my community tab, then that means that I must have gotten it or announced it when and whilst I was live streaming. No, I can get you some water. 1 second, guys. I'll be back in on here in like 2 minutes. Hold on. One sec, guys. I'm getting this bucket of water filled up for this lady. All right, guys. Sorry about that. They are. They've got. Like I said, the lady who passed away, Sally, next door. Before she passed, my whole life growing up, she always had fish ponds next door. Like she would always have her yard like all like done up with these huge ass like ponds and rocks and this, that, and the others. And so, oh, they're over there clearing out the fish pond because I guess the ex-husband and new wife of his that own the property now over there, gave them all the fish that were in it. And there's some big fish. Like I remember, before she had passed and stuff, uh, all of our power had went out in the neighborhood. And I remember she had like a big old tarp laid outside and had all kinds of fish laid out on it that had died, because I guess the pump had gotten shut off, so they all died. Anyway, she was like talking about how I'm laying them all out on this tarp because I got to take pictures of each one of them and send it to the insurance company. I'm like, you got insurance on each one of your fish? And she's like, girl, yeah. She's like, fuck, this one that right here, this big old one you see right here was a $600 fish. And I'm like, dude, what? You be paying hundreds of dollars for fishies and shit? Thanks, I appreciate that. Thanks, appreciate it. Hi, Shalema, how are you doing? Be back. Daughter messaging me. She's with my other daughter that's having surgery today. Oh, I hope her surgery goes well, and I hope that she has a super quick, speedy recovery. All right, what was I talking about before she walked over here? Oh, yeah. The reason why I announce, whether it be in my community, over on my community tab, in a community post that I make, or whether I announce it and say it here during a live stream, as to where I always say thank you, and I always say either what it was or how much it was donation wise, whether Cash App or Amazon wish list or just anything, what the fuck ever it is because number one, to say thank you to that person and to show my appreciation and to give them a shout out, even though most times I don't say anyone's name because I don't know if they want their name being said or not, or if they want to remain anonymous. I don't know that. So I just say to whomever it is that sent or did or bought. So it's to say thank you, and it's to also uh, let you trolls know, because a lot of times people, troll channels and troll um, subs like to think that a lot of us make more than we actually do, or that we get more than we actually do, and think that we've just got it freaking made, and that's not the case. I announce any and every single time that I get something just for that fact. That way everybody knows exactly how much I make, what I'm getting, when I'm fucking getting it. So if you go through trolls and you look through and you add it all up, I'm not racking in the dough here, okay? I am appreciative for what I get though. Any and every single thing that I get. Somebody could send me a fucking dollar and I would still go on my community tab and say thank you for that dollar. And like donations help out more than ever now, because with me being in the hospital those few days, like I wasn't able to be out here hustling and making money doing, whatever it is that I do, whether it be, the fucking cleaning job that I have where I go and clean house, or whether it be me doing my readings, or, offering any of my spiritual gifts and services for that matter off of YouTube, um, in my private life. Because believe it or not, I do have clients that aren't here on YouTube. So, yeah, and that's how I make my money. And I wasn't able to do that for the days that I was in there. So that kind of, is taking a toll, but either way, I'm going to be all right. Like, I'm not saying, hey, everybody, please go donate. Because with or without, I will be fine. I always, always, always find a way every single time. I always, always. Sorry, I'm trying to breathe. Whew, yeah. So yeah, I always find a will and I always make a way, no matter what. Been that way my whole life. Always do. Regardless. Hold on a second, you guys. That lady, hold on one second. No, thank you, Hippie Sissy, for putting that there. Thank you. That's my Cash App if anybody does want to donate. And then at the top of the live chats, if you click on the live chats, if you can't see them right now, just hit the X button and then re-click back into the live chats and it should pop up. There is my pinned right at the top of the chats is my, not all my information, but most of my information. There's my Cash App, my email address, and my Amazon wish list all right there. And then if you're able to scroll all the way to the top of the comments, I don't know if you're able to or not. I do know you can go up to what's pinned of everything I just said that's pinned, but if you're able to scroll all the way up, you'll see the link to my backup channel. If everybody could please go and subscribe to my my other YouTube channel, the Casually Crazy channel, I would appreciate it. I can't remember exactly. I think it was 298 subs is what it said today. That's the first time I've checked what it was in a long, long time. And I believe it said 298. So I'm 2 subs away from hitting 300 on that one. And I would love to hit 500 subs on that one. That way I can get a community tab over there. And as soon as I get that community tab, I will take and do my first ever live stream on it. Oh, hi, Lori Lynn. How are you, babe? It's good to see you. I've missed you, my dear. I hope you're doing well. So yeah, I just wanted to say that and throw that out there. I've also lost in which, you know, more power to the ones that, you know, unsubbed, but I've lost like whenever I would come on it would always say 1.3 something. And now it says it went to saying 1.29. Now it's saying 1.28. So I don't know how many I have exactly. I'm just giving you guys what it normally says. And oh, thank you, Hippie Sissy. There's the link to my backup channel if anybody would like to go and subscribe to that. I'd appreciate it. I forgot what I was saying. But anyway, yeah. So anyways, I get that a lot of people have unsubbed because I go in chats or go up on panels of people that they don't like or that they disagree with, that they don't associate with, or that. But my question to everybody is, do you not like this person because somebody else doesn't like this person, or just because you yourself do not like this person? You know what I mean? And regardless of any of that, what does anyone else's liking or disliking of someone have to do with me? What does that have to do with in the means and regards to the support to, of, and for me from and by you? Just help me, you know, just riddle me that. But each to their own. Everybody is welcome to stick around and stay here and stay subbed, or to unsub and leave and venture elsewhere and support whomever. I'm okay with that. I really am. Especially like after like nearly dying, I'm kind of looking at shit a lot more differently. And I mean, not completely differently, like, but just, you know, a few things differently. And I'm not here to like have a channel where I try to please everybody and fit in everywhere, and you know, be scared to do this or to say this or to go here, and or talk to this person and then, you know, be too not wanting to do it just because, not because I don't want to do it, but just because I fear, who it may offend or who may get upset or, mad at me or whatever the case. So, yeah, I'm not going to do that anymore. If that's what having a channel is all about, then I don't want to have a channel. And I want to have my channel. I love my channel, and there are plenty, lots and loads of people on my channel that I love and I adore and I appreciate and I cherish, and that I know support me. And then, there's a lot who I know do and don't, they do, but they don't. It's not, you know, a full on thing. So, to the ones that left, all it did was show me that you only supported me just because you support someone else. So, yeah. So, like the 10, 15, 20 subscribers that I lost, if you aren't ever like, if you ever come here and it's not for me, if it's because of somebody else that I associate with, whether you're somebody that's subbed or unsubbed right now, hear me out right now. If you are only subbed to me because I associate with somebody that you follow, then please unsub. I don't need the subscription. I really don't. And if you're somebody that is unsubbed for me because of I talk to somebody that the person you follow doesn't, then please remain unsubbed. Because I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's cool at all. And that shit needs to change here on YouTube. It really does. I mean, fuck. Before, days ago, before all this happened, when you had good old fucking Manic C over there ranting and raving about me, showing the same old shit and clips that she's fucking showed, on and off through the last, year and a half. Same shit that's already been addressed, already been fucking talked about, debunked in many streams of mine prior to now that everybody can go back and look through if they do so choose. Anyways, when she was doing that whole bit, she was fucking sitting there she was telling everybody that was watching, the fucking live chatters and the catchers of the replayers and whatever's to go and unsub for me and shit. And that's bullshit. You shouldn't go and fucking tell anybody to go and unsub from anywhere. That's not okay. That'd be like me sitting here saying, "Oh, everybody go and unsub from her because she said for everybody to unsub for me." No, you don't tell people to go and unsub from any other channel here on YouTube. You ain't their fucking mama, their daddy, their auntie, uncle, sister, brother, granddaddy, grandmammy, none of that. None of that. They go where the fuck they want. But it's creators like that with that fucking mindset and that mentality that who tell people to do that, and that really, really are the ones that don't deserve to be here on a fucking platform. That's just my opinion. I'm the type of person, like, I don't care who has a channel. I don't care. Everybody can have a fucking channel. Alright? I'm not about trying to cancel anybody or take anybody down. Nothing like that. Everybody should be allowed to be here. But it's the ones like that type of mentality needs to go, because that is a cause and that's an effect as to why YouTube is the way the fuck it is. That's some like dictator ass shit like tater ass shit right there. Sorry, there was a fly that came up on me. Hold on, guys, 1 second. And that's just like, it goes for like Natasha too. And I'm not sitting here talking bad about Natasha. I don't want anybody else coming up in here and talking bad about her. But I am just gonna say how I feel, and how I feel is that that's, you know, how it feels is like whenever she is mad at you, or disagrees with you, or, you know, tells anybody that you offended her, or you upset her, or you anythinged her, it's like an automatic um, thing where her people, her followers, feel that they can't any longer support that person either. So even though like she may have not outright came and outright said, you know, everybody go unsub from Amanda. With, you know, with certain creators, it doesn't even have to be said. You know, people will just do it. It's more of like a, I don't know how to say it or word it, but I'm sure a lot of you get what I mean. And like I said, that's not talking bad, that's not saying anything bad, that's just saying. And then like I said, I could have missed it in a stream because I don't have time to go back and watch every single stream of every single person's. And then again, like and that goes for YouTube, but also for Twitch. I don't really watch Twitch much at all, or get on there at all. But once in a blue moon, and so I don't know, and I'm sorry if I'm wrong, and I will admit if I'm wrong, but I'm not quite too sure if she, you know, any and all bullshit aside, like if she was concerned at all, or, you know, did like creators code, which is creators code in my opinion, is that doesn't matter whether you like somebody or you don't like them, you know, whether you agree or disagree with them, if something serious is going down in their lives, in their private lives, or even fucking public lives for that matter, you know, whatever the case, whether somebody is in the hospital or somebody died or just anything, I think that, you know, like a shout out should be made, like, hey, you know, everybody please say a prayer for so and so, and not if not a shout out, then a community post. And I don't know, I was just surprised to hear that she did, and I was told that she didn't. But then again, like I said, I can't and I don't watch any and all streams of everyone, so if she did, then I apologize, because I found you elsewhere. I stay in support because who you are. I appreciate you, baby. I really, really do. That means a lot. It really does. It really, really does. So yeah, like I said, I don't know if she did or if she didn't. I was just told that she didn't, and if she did, then my bad, and I thank you for that. But if if she didn't, then well, that kind of sucks. It just feels like with some people, things are taken like so seriously, like, oh my god, it's breaking fucking news. But with others, it's not. And I guess that maybe I expected more or hoped for more out of like everyone, if that makes sense. And like I said, you know, like with the freaking the whole CJ and Granny's watching, you guys were wrong for that. I'm just saying, that's just how I feel and what I think. That's just my own personal feelings and opinions, is that it was wrong to, you know, group me in to your little trauma award shit while I was in the hospital fighting for my life, damn near died, and So, yep. So yeah. Again, thanks to Hippie Sissy, because I think she was the only person who put out a video. It's probably going to offend a lot of people too, but I really don't care. I don't care. My give a damn is officially broken and busted. And also, before I get off of here, I remember we had talked about this before, before my heart attack and pulmonary embolism and stuff. Basically, before I got put in the hospital, we had discussed and talked about how that I had taken away any and all wrenches except for Herman's. And so Herman was the only person as a wrench that was a mod here on my channel. He is my top main mod still to this day. But I had done that. I had taken away any and all wrenches, and then I don't know if it was that night, the next night, or the night after. All I know was it was, you know, just around that time frame after that, after the fact of that, I had done a live stream, and I had a decent amount of people in my stream, and I'm not used to having that many people in my stream. So I went ahead and while I was streaming, threw out a few wrenches to a few people. And so to anyone who has a wrench, I just want to let you know that it may or may not be temporary. It may be temporary, it may be permanent. I don't know. And to those of you who don't have a wrench, who are used to having a wrench, again, same thing. Please don't think that you're not going to get it back. You may or may not. So I just want to let everybody know that. I want like my list of mods, you know what I mean, that I go to create and have, whether whomever I take a wrench away from or give a wrench to here within the next few days. I want my mods, my group to be people that not only, you know, support me, but that I think are at least loyal to me at a fault, or that I can at least trust to a certain extent. Because like I said, I don't trust anybody fully here on YouTube. Nobody. And I want them to be people that can and have the, you know, the time to show up and help mod. Not a mod that comes once every couple of weeks or once every couple of months. I don't want that shit. If that's the case, you ain't gonna be a mod. And I get that, you know, and mods can't make it to every single stream, and I don't expect that from anyone. But at least every other stream or every 2 other streams, yeah. No more than every 2 other streams is how I want it to be. You put in the eyes again, just like I said, comment. You got a question, you got a concern, you got a complaint. Well, like what? Hi, shut the fuck up, Donnie. Okay, you all, bye, have to go. Bye, Linda. Thank you for coming, Oni. Have a good rest of your day or night or whatever it is, wherever you are. Yeah. Yeah, because I think that I still haven't given, I don't know if I've given Irene back her wrench yet, or Tarot with Trisha, or Chris A. Chris A is one of the ones that I know for sure. Chris A, if you're watching, or if you go to catch this later, I don't know, whatever, however, but you are one of the ones that I'm not going to give a wrench back to. And it's nothing personal. I think you're a good person. You've always been super supportive, and I appreciate you a lot, but you are like never the fuck here. And that's okay. I know that you are planning a wedding right now, and I'm super, super happy for you. And um, you're always more than welcome here, but I'm just not going to give you a wrench back. So, for instance, and for example, that's kind of what I mean. Sorry, I had to mute for a second because Tyler's grandma pulled up to, uh, he had to hop in the truck with her and take off to go and do some stuff. What's the beeping noise? It's the factory right next to me. Trust me, I know it is annoying as hell. And then you'll also hear lots of birds chirping. You'll hear people over next door to me working on the yard on that side, and on my other side of me, neighbor-wise, you'll hear people out there in their yard probably. Just a lot of noise, a lot of commotion. Thanks, my dear. And hello, by the way. I don't think I've seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I know there was something else that I wanted to talk about, and I think that's kind of why I keep babbling and delaying, because it was something that I really, really wanted to talk about, but I cannot fucking remember what it was. I can't remember. My memory is not worth a shit. But yeah. Anyhow, hopefully tonight I'll be able to come on here and do the freaking the revealing and announcing of who the winner is for the free reading by me, and then immediately end that stream and start the next stream to do the readings. See, yeah, it's nothing but semis and shit across from me. Kiki, Kiki. Kiki, 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 right here, Kiki. Meow. Meow. That's what Tyler named this cat. It's finally got a name. Its name is Meow. But he doesn't really call him Meow. He calls him Meow, like, or like Meow. I don't even know how he fucking says it. Meow, something like that. But it's Meow. He just says it weird. No, you quit biting my foot. This one's a mean little shit. And it'll like literally jump up on you and like dig its claws into you like you're a fucking rock climbing wall or something, and it hurts. So I made Tyler the other day clip his nails because fuck all that. He jumped on me and dug right into my upper thigh. I think it was either last night or the night before that happened. But yeah, I was pissed. That sucked. That hurt like a bitch. Okay, I gotta go in the house because he took off. So I gotta go in there with my munchkin. My other munchkin is up at my granny's house. You coming in, Kiki? Come on, Kiki. Come on. You gonna stay out here? All right. Okay. Well then, come on. Come on. Come on, Key. Key, I'm gonna shut the door. I'm gonna shut the damn door. And you're gonna. It's hot out here. Come on. Come on. Oh, okay. He knows how to get in. There's like a hole in the bathroom that he comes through in the bathroom floor. Okay. You playing Sonic? Yeah? You winning?
Yeah. But yeah, I was to the end.
You're almost to the end? Okay, I'll be quiet so I don't mess you up. Turn my fan on. All right, guys. I will hopefully talk to you later. Hopefully be on here tonight. Fingers crossed. Thank you, Hippie Sissy, for modding. I appreciate it very, very much. And thank you to whoever else that was in here that may or may not have had a wrench and been modding. Because like I said, I don't know. I can't even remember who I gave those wrenches to that night in that stream, because I had taken and, like I said, just threw out wrenches at random, and that is a stream that I just so happened to take down in private, because it was a stream that got misconstrued, misunderstood, started some shit when it was meant to be nothing but support of someone, and it wasn't appreciated. So yeah, I took it down and I privated it, so I can't go back. It, like, I can click on it and I can rewatch it, but the live chats to it don't pop up, and that's the only way I know how to go back and see who was modded, was through those live chats, in order to take away a wrench or add a wrench or whatever. So yeah, so I guess we'll just see as we go. Again, thank you guys and take care, and I appreciate any and everyone that did, whether you're a creator, a sub, just a follower, a troll, a hater, I don't care who you are. If you prayed for me or showed any sort of, support and kindness, I just want you to know that I am beyond grateful and completely lucky and blessed to still be here. And yep, can't wait for what's to come. Talk to you guys later. Bye, Hippie. Bye, Lori.